You know, I really don't try to be angry in these videos, but it seems my destiny to do it. So, let's do this. PlayStation 4 is done. Fucked it up. You know, I've been singing their praises ever since the whole DRM disaster. But recent news has come out that's very, very against them. It appears at this point that their system is going to actually block recording devices. In other words, Let's Players, video reviewers, anyone in the YouTube community will not be able to use PlayStation 4 footage in their videos. Now, why you would put a blocker like this on the same system that has a share button where it's designed to share the gameplay you're recording, I have no idea. It just seems like a blatant slap in the face to the entire YouTube community. Sony, you clearly want people to share their content. That's why you put a share button on your console. This makes no sense at all. They have as of yet been unable or unwilling to answer any questions regarding the subject. They've been stonewalling. This is not a time to pull a Microsoft. You need to come out and either say that yes, that is the plan, or no, it's not, or here's the workarounds we have in place, something. You can't be silent on this. Now, their refusal to answer questions means one of two things. Either A, they're only going to allow raw gameplay to be shared via Ustream and whatever works on their share button. We do know this does not include YouTube. And that's it. And that the only way you could possibly use it is to work some kind of workaround, which could not only risk a copyright strike against your account, but also risk legal action should Sony decide to take issue. Not a very good or bright outlook for those who use the PlayStation 4 for things like Let's Plays, video reviews, etc. Option B is that they're planning workarounds and they just haven't announced them yet, which would be great, and believe me, if they do, I'll be on here telling you, and taking back a little bit of the anger you're hearing in this video, much like I did for the Xbox One. However, at this point, the only thing we know for certain is that the HDMI hookup they have on the PlayStation 4 will block recording signals. It's a bad direction for Sony to go when they've clearly been, up to this point at least, the gamer's console. It's highly disappointing to me to see them fall at this. I do hope they pick themselves up, but if not, I'll be there to tell you that they haven't. So I'm going to be honest with you, stonewalling usually means the bad answer is the right answer. For many people who do internet videos, this is pushing them away from the PlayStation 4 and moving them towards either the Xbox One or more likely the PC. Now moving on, we have a Grand Theft Auto 5 issue that popped up this week. A question came up from the gamer community to ask why there were no female protagonists in Grand Theft Auto 5. Now the response was this. This is a more masculine-centered game. Now there are certain phrases one hears that immediately perks up the ear. They either have the reaction you would have right here, which would just be, no! No! Or they have the reaction of you wanting to know what's going on.
I am naked in someone's yard!
Now, what's unclear here is if the person who spoke this was actually a moron, or if it just appears that way, because at this point we have very little information, but you have just put a smack in the face to nearly or over half gamers in the world. I don't know what's so difficult for people to understand that women gamers not only exist, but are nearly higher than we are. We're the minority at this point in the industry. Why is that such a hard thing for people to figure out? Even if you believe that Grand Theft Auto 5 was a masculine-centered game, you don't fucking word it like that. Women make up more than half of gamers. You need to have a little bit of respect for the demographic, and bear in mind, that is a guy who uses half-naked women as props or cutaways all the time.
Oh my.
See? Even if it is the thought behind the game, this is how you say it.
Here come that bullshit!
We didn't feel that gender mattered in the game, and it never occurred to us to include them. We apologize for any offense, and will look into remedying this through DLC immediately. Even if it's just a PR jerk-off, that's what you do. It makes you look good like you're solving a problem and that you didn't see gender as an issue. This puts it as a non-issue and renders the controversy gone. It'll come back later if it's not addressed, sure, but for right now at launch, you don't want any major controversies, particularly when you're pissing off half of your demographic. All of that we found out they're not releasing review copies for the game until the 18th. Now, that's not even a huge deal to most folks, and it's not like it's just guys like me. We're talking about even the big names like Angry Joe. Now, only 2 other games this year have done that. That's been Ride to Hell and Star Trek. Both of these games were loaded with glitches, loaded with bugs, and damn near unplayable at launch. I'm hoping it's not the case with Grand Theft Auto 5, but it does beg the question. Now, it could just be that they're afraid of leaks. Rockstar is notorious for leak damage control. In fact, even people who are doing reviews on older Grand Theft Auto games have a risk, I've found out, of getting Rockstar hitting their videos. Maybe wish I had known that before I did Grand Theft Auto month. Needless to say, with that risk in the air, I will not be doing Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, our channel of the week this week is fairly special, at least to me. The man who runs its name is Archengio. Obviously, it's not his real name, his YouTube name, but that's what he refers to himself. And his story is both triumphant and tragic at the same time. He does, without question, the best video game analysis I've ever heard. He does an excellent Let's Play, or he's working on an excellent Let's Play of The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. What's good about his version of the Let's Play is, first of all, the episodes are each an hour or so long, and he stays in character the entire time, which is just really fascinating and something you don't see very often. Not only that, he can deconstruct the game like no one I've ever seen. Be it Mass Effect, or Final Fantasy, or the Kingdom Hearts series he's working on now. He will not only go do the good, the bad, and the ugly, but he'll tell you where it came from. He has background information, and he knows what he's doing. It's an impressive thing to watch if you've never seen this channel before. Now, the tragic part is, a couple of months ago, he got bad sick. I don't know with what. He didn't choose to share it, and I didn't choose to pry. But he couldn't do recordings for a while. And I guess he thought, because he posted up a couple things that said that he thought maybe his subscribers would go away, his channel would fall apart. And the wonderful thing is, they didn't. His fans, his subscribers were still loyal, still waiting for him, still very happy to see him. And I'm not going to lie, when I saw his first rumination when he came back, finally starting to feel a little bit better, it did bring a tear to the eye. Because I'll be honest with you, this is a man who not only loves the industry, not only has a lot of information about the industry, but who honestly understands it a lot better than a lot of us, including myself. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. I really do think you'll enjoy it. I advise you to check it out. Until next week, my name is Vega Goose, and that's what I said. I'll see you next week.